permission, made my decision to test my limits. Cause it's my business, God as my witness. Stop what I finished. Don't need no holder, taking control of this kind of moment. I'm locked and loaded, completely focused, my mind is open.
Welcome, this is Danu on Fire right here on High TV, your luxury channel. With me on the show today, I have the girl who deserves the crown better than anyone else. Ornella, of course, who is the current title holder for Miss Sri Lanka Universe 2018. So she's about to leave Sri Lanka to represent Sri Lanka on the bigger platform. Welcome to the show and thank you for having us at your home.
Thank you, Danu, for being here and for this opportunity and for always supporting me throughout the years.
Oh, always welcome. To start things off, you have been in the modeling and the beauty pageant scene for quite some time, but from a very young age. How did you slip into it? Is it your mum who sort of encouraged you, or did you always feel a passion towards it?
I was actually not someone who ever thought I'd be anywhere near this industry. I grew up with a household of just boys, all the cousins are boys. So for me, growing up was watching wrestling, playing Counter-Strike and all these shooting games, racing games. So actually, yes, it came from my mom because she loves fashion. She was in beauty pageants in her youth. Yeah. And so it kind of
deviated towards you. In terms of beauty pageants, what would you say is the significant importance for somebody to take part? Because, you know, we have so many pretty girls in our country. These girls do not like to come forward and take part. And there's always that obstacles to find great contestants.
True.
Why is that?
I believe it's a lot to do with the cultural stipulations that affect the decision to come forward. Yeah. And I also think sometimes mothers aren't as supportive as I am, only because they don't understand it. Yeah. Within reason, because this industry has both sides, you know, it has its dangers and its plus points.
And it's how you project yourself.
It's how you keep yourself. You have to know your values. You have to be strong with who you are and learn to say no to what's not right and learn to say yes to what will take you far in life.
Yeah, that is true. In terms of the modeling career, you started when?
Officially, when I was 16.
Okay. and how has it changed from there to today? And like, do you feel that, you know, I think Sri Lanka is one of the countries that you have the title holders also walking the runway as models. What is your stake on that?
If I'm being honest, locally there's no clear-cut definition between a model and a beauty queen. Yeah. It's like you said, a mixed bag. Yeah. And I think sometimes anyone can be a model here, whereas overseas there's standards for the job. And sometimes I feel even I don't meet those standards if I were overseas, because...
And also to be a model, it's very different.
Exactly, it's
Nobody's
very different.
Looking out for a pretty face, nobody's looking out for those doll-like eyes. They want the structure of a model.
You need the structure, you need the height. Yeah. That's the most important, like 5'8", 5'9", if you want to be on ramp. Otherwise, editorial height is not really a requirement. Yeah. Yes.
So now, looking back, you didn't only use all these titles that you have won. You have won multiple titles. So tell me about how have you used all of these experiences so far in life?
For me, my biggest struggle was my confidence. And that was something that through these pageants, I would look at these girls and I'd be like, oh my gosh, look at her and look at her and look at her. And the strengths and the energies and that vivacious attitude that I observed in these other misses that I met at these international pageants inspired me to think, wait, why can't I be like that? Why can't I show my talents and skills and my confidence? And as someone who grew up with that more boyish kind of atmosphere, to watch these women in their element from all walks of life, all languages, countries, from every angle you could think of. And they all have one thing, and that's their confidence. And they show it in the most beautiful way. To me, that was like inspiration in its fullest.
How many times have you been crowned or nominated as Miss Sri Lanka?
Help me count. Okay, let's see. So this will be my 5th international pageant.
Right. So 5 times you have won Miss Sri Lanka. So it's 5 times Miss Sri Lanka into 5.
Yes.
But this is the crown that you have always wanted.
Yes, this is the one the first pageant I ever took part was Miss Universe Sri Lanka 2010. Okay. I was 18 years old. I placed 3rd.
Okay.
And ever since that, I was like, whoa. And the thing is, because of my spine issue, I had to give up playing sports.
Yes.
But that competitive nature was always in me.
So you had to channel that to some other place.
A safer way to get it out
Yeah.
and to enjoy, get the adrenaline rushing,
Yes,
and
to keep the spine also in shape.
exactly.
So do you cook at home?
Sometimes, yes, I
Okay.
cook.
Are you a good cook?
I think
Would
so.
you just genuinely get into a diet when you start cooking?
I try to cook the healthy foods.
Ah,
You
okay.
know, even if you cook Sri Lankan, the unhealthy part is the serving size of the rice
Yeah,
that people
that
serve.
is true.
You know, the mountain.
Yes.
So you can have one cup and fill up on the others,
Others.
and still enjoy a nice rice and curry.
Yeah. All right. You have a huge Thai fan base. How in the world did that happen?
Okay, so this will actually be my 15th visit to Thailand, if I'm not mistaken.
It's a bit of a boring status here.
No, but I just feel at home there. For
Okay.
some reason, they think
Because you
I'm
look-
Thai, right?
Yeah.
And they're so warm, and I just feel like that's my second home. And there
Okay.
was even a running joke in my family where I'd be like, "Mom, if I pass away in Thailand, it's okay. You can bury me there because that's my second home." I just feel so comfortable there. You have the freedom there, and I feel like the people, you know, we have that
Yeah.
home kind of feeling.
So then in Thailand, you have got a huge press publicity.
Right.
And they're really rooting for you, which is a great thing. And that's why you're so happy that it's happening in Thailand.
It was one of the motivations actually for me to decide this year, okay, I have to do it. It's like now or never. So I feel like sometimes in life things kind of
Yeah. How is Miss
work out.
Thailand taking this?
Hopefully, you know, Thai people will support us both, you know. So.
All right. Let's get into a break. We are going to get into the kitchen because, you know, her mom is no easy cookie. She is her biggest strength. And I met the grandma as well, all three generations.
Who loves you,
Yeah.
adores.
Stunning
like-
women. Great cooks. Now, we are going to get into the kitchen and see how it's all going to go down and what is being cooked and what is she going to cook. Right after the break, stay tuned. This is Danu on Fire, right here on ITV. Welcome back to the show. It's Danu on Fire, right here on High TV. With me, Ornella. I have somehow thrown her into the kitchen as well. So tell me about your diet style. So you are someone who eats healthy always.
Not always, just right now because Miss Universe is
Yes.
in like 3 to 4 weeks. I'm trying to stick to more protein and vegetables to help with, you know, the
Okay.
workouts and everything.
Right.
Otherwise, it's more the rice and curry.
How often do you work out?
3 to 4 times a week.
Okay.
Yes.
That means I have to go to the gym 7 days of the week if you're going 3 to 4 times. All right. So let's speak about what you have ready for us.
Okay, so for today we've picked the proteins of chicken and prawn
Okay.
because they are low in fat but they give you the high protein intake.
Oh, really? Prawns are like that? I didn't
Prawns
know
are
that.
actually very low calorie, very low calories. So you can
Nobody
have
told me.
and so you can have like a lot of them.
Fried?
And a little bit lightly, you know, lightly in some sauce.
Right.
Even salt and pepper, it actually gives you that flavor.
Okay. All right.
So,
Okay, cool. So tell me what we're going to make. So chicken, prawns, and veggies.
and some veggies. So we're going to lightly drizzle them with some olive oil
Okay.
and then just grill them on the stove. And the chicken, my mom actually came up with this recipe. It's ginger and she's going to steam it, or we're going to steam it, and then lightly saute it in the pan as well to give
Right.
it a little bit of that
Crisp on the side.
Exactly,
There you go.
exactly.
All right. So while you're prepping this, I'm going to just speak about the fact that this cooking skill is actually in the family. Your brother also is a chef, or he's a
Baker. Yes, my younger brother is a bakery chef. So his forte is breads, chocolates, cakes, cookies, all the sweet and not so good stuff.
Yes. So now, I'm sure Christmases at home must be huge.
Huge. Like it's like the one thing we long for, and when it's finishing, we're like, what are we gonna do next year?
So it's like a lot of food, lot of people.
lot of people, lot of, I wouldn't say like presents and stuff, that area, but it's
Okay.
more focused on, what are we cooking, what
Are we
mom is
eating?
cooking,
Yeah.
or what are we going to eat. And mom always comes up with some new dish.
Okay,
or
that
her-
becomes a star.
Yes, that's
Okay.
the star. And mom makes sure the house is decorated like Disneyland. So it's like Instagram.
Like Santa just threw up.
Basically, and on steroids.
Yeah.
She loves it, and she just makes everyone feel that magical presence when they come home.
Oh, superb. I love Christmas too. All right, so let's start prepping. If you want, I
Okay.
can help you, but I ain't touching
Sure.
raw chicken.
No, that's fine. So we've marinated it, and we're
Okay.
going to just let it sit for a bit, and then we can start
So you marinate
steaming
it in
it.
a bag. I've
Yes.
seen it in cookery shows.
Yes, yes. Oh, and my favorite is Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
He's one person. I know people are like afraid of him.
No, that's just put on.
I think
because,
so.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like he's one celebrity I really want to meet.
Yeah, he's apparently he's not so good with Thai dishes.
Oh yes, I saw that. He got schooled. I saw that.
He
I saw
got
that.
really thrown under the bus for a Thai dish. Yeah. So what's the purpose of putting these into bags to marinate it? Just
I think just to keep everything like compact,
Yeah,
so
not in
that
a
they,
dish, no? Yeah.
yeah, and so that they, they absorb all the,
Juices.
the juices and
Alright.
all the nice.
So
yeah.
Mum is the one who has taken this menu down for us. She is the founder, creator of this menu. It's a ginger. Mom, what's the name? Steamed ginger chicken. There you go. Now we said it right.
Perfect.
And it's
yes.
tossed on the pan just to give the crisp at the end.
Yes.
Crisp,
Yes.
just to make it blend together.
Make it
Okay,
blend
make
together.
it-
There you go. It's much more easier to make it a reality TV show. Alright, so let's prep. What
Okay.
have you to cut? Do you have to chop anything?
I actually pre-sliced them so it's easier for us to cook.
Okay.
Because I thought, the fun is in the cooking and the heat.
But you're going to
With the fire, with
but you're going
Danu.
to chop the
Yes, I will chop these.
Yeah,
just
it-
also just
this
to
is-
get more of the chili out.
Okay, this
'cause-
is for the prawn.
Yes.
yeah.
So for the prawn,
I know. Mama
Okay.
told me. It has saffron. It has chili. It has been. It's going to be. That's for the color.
right?
Correct.
Correct. The
for
saffron
colour.
is to give
And
it
then
color.
and it's going to be tossed in.
Massaman paste with the chilies.
Yeah, capsicum
Yes.
and onions.
Onions. Yes, you got it.
I got it, I got it.
Mom will be so
Yeah,
proud.
tutored well. All right, so let's go back to the time when you were growing up.
Yes.
How was life for you?
Okay, as in my baby day, as in
Yeah, young days.
young days.
Were you? Well, are you an introvert? Are you shy?
I'm very much an introvert. This is more front for the extrovert persona that I channel is someone I created. It's like an alter persona.
Okay.
Because I'm quite very shy. I like being a homebody. I have my selected close people that I'm with, mostly with my family.
Okay.
So that whole confidence and everything you see that's
It's just framed to.
for this, yes,
Yeah.
it's not ingenuine, but it's to help me channel myself in extroverted manner.
But you have been part of so many projects in working towards children and their education for a long time. And this has come your way even before you took part for Miss Universe, took part for any pageant. You have done it no matter what, even if the crown was coming your way or not. Why? What was the purpose and the reason for you to do this?
So for me, because of my spine issue, I couldn't focus on my studies because I was always in pain. I barely was at school. And even when I went to school, I couldn't focus because I was in pain.
Yeah.
There's only so much painkillers can do. And being strapped in a brace in this hot weather,
Yeah. Was not
you
so
can't
pleasant.
focus.
Yeah.
And even my O-levels, I had to sit separately because I had to stand every 30 minutes. So it was very challenging for me. And I missed that. And I also
the
feel...
reason for the spine is because you had a.
It was a birth defect that presented when I had a fall during a
Right.
basketball match.
Okay.
And one of the, so my entire upper body and lower body was displaced.
Right.
And the bone here, L4, L5, was compressing the sciatic nerve.
Right.
So this leg went from severe pain to becoming paralyzed.
Okay.
I was losing function, I couldn't move my foot. That's when I went into surgery. So my motivation to help kids with their education comes from the understanding that I wish I was able to do that, because sometimes I felt like I was at a disadvantage at life, not because I wasn't intelligent, but I just didn't have the right foundation.
Yes.
I wasn't aware because I couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't get that.
That is true.
And I believe there's so many intelligent people and children, and they just don't have the opportunity to have that brought out or that awareness given to them.
Yeah.
So that's when I thought, okay, I don't want someone else to feel this. And that's why I started helping towards
And you
giving
started,
them.
yeah. So you have done projects across the island. So you go into schools and you collect resources for them to study, and you teach them what?
So the opportunity came through another volunteer teacher, a friend of mine, Samira, who has
Okay.
been so supportive of me ever since 2016.
Right.
And he was volunteering at this school near Horona. And he said they didn't have an English teacher, and
Right.
asked if I like to come. I said, okay, sure, until they find a teacher, I'll fill in.
Okay.
Then I fell in love, and I was like, okay, I'm going to help these kids. Then we started working on their confidence, how to introduce yourself
Yeah.
instead of like, hi, my
Yeah.
name is, they go like,
Not to feel low or less about you.
exactly.
Yeah.
Regardless of where you come from, regardless of your circumstance,
And
some
what
of them.
your language skills are.
You don't, yes, a lot of
Exactly.
people determine your intelligence because
By-
they think you need to
just
speak
because you-
English.
yeah, that doesn't
No.
define anything. The ones who speak English are the biggest idiots. I think today Parliament has proven that. Yeah.
Enough said,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
And Sri Lanka, we pride ourselves on Sinhalese and Tamil. And English is actually after that.
That is true.
So your intelligence is not
No.
determined by your language.
We have two languages to be proud of.
Exactly.
And English is a language that connects us around the world. First, we need to feel connected here for us to
100%.
go there. of
100%.
course.
I love it.
So we are going to speak more, of course, and get this food on the pan and off to the table when we do join you on the other side right here on Danu on 5. We're going to get Mummy back in the kitchen. Mama! We'll see you after the break. Mama! Welcome back to the show. It's Danu on 5 right here on High TV. Introducing the mother. There she is. That's Michelle, of course, one-time beauty queen, now mother of 3 amazing children. I think you have so many things to be grateful for because I think you have brought up your kids so well.
Yes, and I thank God.
But one thing about Michelle I have to say is the fact that she always gives you a warm hug when she meets you somewhere. And that's always there, and that's amazing. So tell me today, no, I'm going to first start, otherwise I'll be scolded saying I'm not eating on this show. All right, I'll serve, then you all serve.
Yes.
So tell me, how happy are you with this title? I know it's a celebration for the whole family, yeah?
Yes.
And how
Major celebration.
Okay, so tell me about that winning moment.
Okay, it was a great moment when I heard her name being mentioned, but I was actually too busy praying, and then someone caught me on praying and put it, and it went viral. They put it on, and it was not on Facebook, and it went viral. So yes, it was a great moment.
Wanted her to win this title.
Actually, from the day Ornella took an interest in pageants and in the beauty industry, the fashion industry, her one dream was to represent Sri Lanka at the Miss Universe pageant. And 8 years after her first try, she emerged successful.
You know, I wanted to ask you, how is it that you have kept your kids grounded? Because, you know, it's a bit of a task, like not to let these things get to them.
As little children, I used to once a month take them to all kinds of like different homes. Like the Preetipura home was our definite number one spot to go every month. So I trained these children, or I showed them.
To see both sides of the
That's
world.
right, that how privileged, because we didn't have much.
Also, when we grew up, some days we would just be jam and bread.
Yes.
So
I
we
didn't
grew
even
up,
have money to send them to school. There were
and she
days
wouldn't
like
tell
that.
us that though, but
Yeah.
she'd say, this is life, be happy.
Yeah.
And we were happy with that.
Yeah.
We didn't know any difference, so
And you know, as children, if I gave them sauce and little steamed rice, they were the happiest children in the world. I never gave them chicken and beef and all kinds of things.
Because whatever that your wallet will allow,
Yes.
yeah, obviously. That's
and
what-
we didn't know even to come. So for that was everything for
Yeah,
us. So
true.
even now, if I get something small, I'm like, this is the best thing since sliced bread. So that was from baby days.
Yeah.
That value was ingrained in us.
Yeah.
So it just stayed.
Simple pleasures.
That is true. Now tell me about this cooking skills. Now this is the prawn. All these were on the fire for like a very limited time period, like a tossing and turning because it's
Yes.
all like cooked before.
So this was steamed.
So the chicken is, I picked this recipe up when I was in Singapore a few weeks ago.
Okay.
I went to this Chinese restaurant and then because I really don't like chicken that much,
Right.
but when I saw steamed ginger chicken, I thought, okay, why not? Won't hurt, try it.
Yeah.
And when they brought the dish out, it was just fabulous. Of course, they brought it with a broth, but I didn't use a
Yeah.
broth thing here.
No need of a broth. We can
Exactly.
let the broth go.
Exactly. So I decided to lose the broth and have it, semi-dry.
Right. Okay.
So right now, for the past few months, we are trying to eat
And you
healthy.
look phenomenal
Thank
now.
you.
Look at those cheekbones just popping out there.
Thank you.
So that's
You've
great.
been one of my
You-
greatest admirers.
She's so flashed.
and
I can tell inside
encouragers,
she's.
if I can
yeah.
use that word, Danu.
But it's amazing.
Thank you.
You should eat, auntie, because I'm worried if you're not eating.
No. No, we eat. So we take the less salt. So pardon me if there is not overly
Salt, yeah. Salt is the
Yeah.
worst when you want to lose
Yes,
weight.
yes.
Hello, I also lost some weight in the
Yes.
process.
And
It's
you're looking
Yes.
awesome.
Stop it,
Danu.
stop
Use
it.
the word
Danu.
fabulous too.
Yeah.
fabulous.
So yes, so especially Ornella, I have a weakness for salt.
Because we Sri Lankans have killed our tongue with salt.
This is
We-
the thing. You all
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah.
most people feel until we taste the salt, it's not salted.
Yeah.
That's
Correct.
not salting. You salt just lavater.
Yes.
to bring out the flavor of the fish
The,
or the chicken.
exactly,
That's right.
exactly. Not to
So-
taste the salt. Yeah.
So I learned that from Ornella. She's very particular about the salt.
It retains
intake.
water in your body.
Exactly,
Right.
exactly.
Absolutely.
But the prawn is really nice. It's well balanced. So,
Thank you.
so how is now that you have won the title? Now I really want you to win the international pageant. So tell me about all the obstacles right now and the challenges and the good things that are going wrong.
So first and foremost, I think,
How big is the wardrobe that you have to take?
oh boy, yes, in the
They tell
sense,
you everything, right? The amount
they-
of shoes, the amount of this that you have to bring.
no value as per se, but they do say if you bring an outfit, make sure it matches, because end of the day, the world is image based.
Of course.
So it's what you market, and you have to do it in a nice, elegant manner, professionally, gracefully, because as a queen, people do judge. They do look at you and
Of course.
so even if your nail is a bit out of place, they'll be like,
Okay.
Sadly, that is how people are.
Of course, you're not competing to be the next horse rider. You're competing to be a title holder of a beauty pageant.
Of a
so
beauty
you have to look
pageant.
pretty.
You have to be pretty, you have to be well kept.
Yeah.
You have to show that grace and elegance, not just how you dress, but in the way you speak,
Yeah.
the way you look at people, the way you answer and handle interviews. So all of that goes with the
Hand in
whole
hand.
look, hand in hand of
Yeah.
appearance.
All right. I have to speak about one thing though. Talking about nails, Ornella's one nail is short. Show the nail.
Yes.
This middle finger there
That's
is
her
short.
makeup.
That's her makeup finger. That's your one. That's how you put your whole makeup.
Yes, so I don't really use brushes. So this is like my blender, my everything.
Blush.
I think,
All through that.
Only the blush I use but even that to smooth it out, I will use my finger. So some people know that about me.
Yeah.
So now
Because
It's,
why is that short?
that's so quick. And then sometimes if I'm at a show and then they're really, check and they're
Yeah.
like, why is that? I say, oh, it must have broken.
Yeah. You just give a very neutral answer.
The best part is we got our nails done one morning, and in about 2 hours time, I can see her nail is short. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, so soon she's chipped her nail, right?
You see, that's not the point.
She's a no mom. That is my makeup finger.
All right. Well, I think we need to wrap things up on the show. But before we go, thank you so very much for having me. Thanks for cooking the food, making me feel at home. I wish you all the very best, and I really hope that big giant crown sits on your head, and that's my dream. Let's follow Ornella. Let's all team up as a nation and back her up. The highest amount of support we can give online will actually benefit her on the panel. So we will make sure that you follow her page so that you'll come to know all the voting details and the way to cheer her and support her. You don't need to be there, but you can be there in spirit. So,
My media manager, everybody.
but I must tell you, girl with a great heart. This girl. All right. We need to wrap things up on the show. We will see you once again with another great edition to Danu on Fire. Till then, you keep smiling and stay well. It's a wrap.